Okay, so today I'm going to talk about ranged combat. Ranged combat can be done under two types of damage values: energy and ballistic. If you look at the dial of a mech, you would see next to whatever damage value either the energy symbol or the ballistic symbol. And it would look like something like this. You'd see a number of symbols corresponding to what type of damage value you're using, and then your range. Separated, two numbers separated by a slash, which is your range. The first number is your minimum range, which means how far away a unit must be. In this example, whatever unit this might be, if it's targeting something, it has to be no closer than 0 inches, which means that it can target anything, even up to base contact. And then the second number is its maximum range, which means how far away something can be before it can be shot up, before it's out of range. So this whatever unit, a tank or mech, whatever, could only target units up to 12 inches away and no closer than 0 inches. Alright. So, to do range combat, you draw a line of fire to your unit, straight, starting from the center of your unit, and drawing a straight line of fire to the center base of the unit you're targeting. The line always has to be straight. If it crosses through any sort of terrain feature, then you have to look at the rules for that terrain. If it's blocking terrain, then the line of fire is blocked and you can't really do anything about it. And if it's like hindering terrain, then it usually means that your attack is going to be harder to hit or to successfully attempt, or whatever the word I'm trying to say. But we'll get into that later with going over terrain rules. Now, and then what you would do is you would then roll your dice. If you are within range, roll the dice, the 3 6-sided dice, add that to your attack value, and then if that beats or equals or is greater than the target's defense value, you would deal damage equal to your damage value, not including any modifiers or something like that. That's the basics of it. There's also another type of range combat you can do called an assault order. An assault order means that you get to move and shoot at the same time. Normally when you shoot, you only get to shoot. That's one order. You get to shoot. And with an assault order, it's still one order, but you get to move before you shoot. If you're going to do ranged, you get to move half of your current speed, including all modifiers. So you'd get to move half your speed and then fire. This causes you to gain 1 extra heat in addition to any other heat gained by the order. As well, your target gets +1 to its defense. Now, range is very, very important in this game. And you often the range on a mech are its true weapon ranges. For the example, it's true that the energy attack can go no farther than 12 inches. However, most of the time, in most of the community on the forums, you'll often hear people talk about an assault range, and that includes the the half speed that the target that your mech would be able to move beforehand. So let's look at an example. Here we have the Hellstar. The Hellstar has a range of 0 and 14, so it can shoot at targets no closer than 0 inches and can shoot no farther than 14 inches away. It has a front arc, which I forgot to mention that the line of fire must pass through the front arc. it has a front arc of 180 degrees. Now, if it were to just make one range combat order, just a range combat, no assault, this is what it would look like. Its area of influence, I would say. Anything within that blue hemisphere can be targeted by it. However, if we look at what a assault range would look like, remember, it can move now, and it has a speed of 6, so its range is actually anything within 17 inches, 360 degrees around, because it can turn around. So the dark blue is the original, the light blue is if it turned around and didn't move at all, and then the gray blue is what if it moved in any direction up to 3 inches. Let's take a look at another example. Here's the solitaire. Solitaire has about a 120 degree front arc and a range of 10 inches on one of its weapons, and a minimum range of 0. But it has a speed of 12, so it can assault and move an additional 6. So here's what it would look like. Here's the assault range look like. The dark red is what its original static, without moving, range combat would look like. The pink is if it would just turn around 360 degrees, and the red is what would if it moved any up to 6 inches. So let's see the two of them faced in combat. You might think it would look something like that. Let's say that the two targets were 12 inches away, okay? And you might think it looks something like that. Alright? Now, if they're 12 inches away, the Hellstar can hit him. And the Hellstar might think he's safe because he's out range of the 10 inches. However, it's possible that Solitaire might assault. The Solitaire can move 16 inches, the purple being where their overlap, their areas of influence overlap. Let's take another example. We're going to look at the Cougar. The Cougar is different in that it has a minimum range of 4. Now, looking at this, it can hit anything within its green sphere, within the white, I don't know where I got green sphere from, within the white area. Anything closer than 4 inches, or up to 4 inches, cannot be hit, and anything farther away than 14 cannot be hit. But for an assault, it actually has a full entire circle of 18 inches. Not all at once, but it could hit anything within this entire 18 inches. Just think about it. If there was a unit in front of the Cougar, and within within the 4 inches in front of it, all the Cougar would have to do would move back 4 inches. It has a speed of 8, so it would assault. It could move 4 inches. All it would have to do was move back 4 inches, and it would then be able to hit at it.